Okay, you guys, buckle up. This is going to be a long one. Right here, I got one of those wood slices. I don't know if that's from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, but I took a little pencil and did like 3, 6, 9, 12, marking it, and then I just went in between all of those. And I'm just going to take my drill and I'm going to drill holes in it so I can put these sticks in it. And first, I had to go and make sure all my sticks would fit. Well, I'd pick certain ones that would fit. And the ones that did, I just hot glued them inside the hole there. And I'm going to take that macrame ring and I'm going to start hot gluing my sticks to it. Now, the thing kept moving around, which made it difficult, which made it crooked. And I set a paint bottle down in it, and I'm like, I could have just laid it on that lid and glued them on there, and it'd have been better. But I needed it a little bit higher than that anyway. But I could have propped it up on something. Anyway, so I'm just hot gluing my sticks to that ring without all that, blah, 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 blah. And, I just keep putting hot glue in the holes and adding more sticks to it. I don't know why I showed y'all that, but I did. And then, I'm tacking down those sticks, and I wanted you to see me glue in every stick. No wonder it's a long one. And then I just went around and I took that green moss and I covered that entire ring. And I even put it like on the outside of those sticks to help hold them down in there or hold them on there. I just thought it'd make it more secure that way. And then I took that green moss and I put it at the base of all of those sticks on that bottom piece and cut it all down. And then these on top here, I cut them down to about, I'd say 3 inches. Because one had already broke, and I'm like, well, that's lovely. And I wanted to bend them in together like that and glue them together. So, I got like 4 of them stuck there together, and then I went ahead and took a piece of jute and tied it around it and wrapped it around it real good. So to give the other sticks something better to stick to. A stick, I'm saying stick a lot, aren't I? And then it just wasn't jiving for me because that one stick, see how straight up it's standing? It was like stiffer than some of the other ones. And oh, excuse me. So I had to cut it off that one and another one, and I'm just like, well, So I just picked up pieces of other sticks just to make the thing flow together and set it on top of where I cut the one off and be in there because I'm like, well, surely it'll stay since it's glued so much. And then I covered it up with the moss and then just, chopped it all down. And right here, I'm just taking a pine cone. This one was one that I bought for 50 cents. I know, right? And I put them at the very, very top there just to cover up that jute twine. And then I did put a little bit of Spanish, or not Spanish moss, that green moss down in top of the very center. Yeah, and then I'm taking that ivy. I got that from Amazon like 3 or 4 years ago, you guys. And I'm like, I've got to use some of this stuff. And originally, I dropped it down in the center there, and I'd cut a piece off, but I ended up pulling that out and going a different route. But I wrapped it around every other stick. Yeah, every other one. And then, I just like, would glue it down underneath it and pull it up and go back up and around again. It's according to how long I cut the piece. But then it seemed like it was very, very leafy. So I had to start cutting some of them leaves off and so it would look viney, I guess. I don't know. But don't get rid of those sticks because I used them. And so what I do is take 2 pieces of stick that is approximately the same length. And I'm going to take some grain floral wire here. And I'm going to wrap it all the way around that stick, especially around the top and the bottom real good. And I cut about a 14-inch piece. I don't think you need that long of a piece, but you want a longer piece. And then I'm going to take hot glue, and I'm going to glue those leaves, just like 3 leaves, to that stick there. And I do that to 2 of them. What I do to one, I do to another. And then I'm going to take another piece of stick. It's a little bit thicker, more beefy. And I'm going to hot glue that floral wire right at the base of that. I'm making a swing. Yeah, see there? Just like that. And then I'm going to wrap that extra floral wire up and around and over, like, you know, crisscross it and do all that stuff because I want it to stay. And then I dump a bunch of hot glue on where that floor wire is. Yeah, if I ever show you me getting it wrapped, because, yep, there we go. Then I dump a bunch of hot glue on it. And then I'm just going to put in, oh, I do cut off that wire that's left over that I couldn't wrap because it was hurting my fingers. And I snipped it off in case little fingers gets a hold of something, you know. But I'm going to put it inside my bird cage there and run it up through it. And I just fold it down over and wrap it around that ring where that ring is. And then I got these two little teeny tiny birds from Michael's last year for like $2 or something like that, because I think it was supposed to be 4 birds and 2 of them was missing. But look at my little swing swinging. And the one still had a clip on it, and I clipped it on my swing, and the other one did not. So I set it up in the top of the bird cage. Yep. But look, oh, look at it. Ain't it cute? I know. And, yep, I just set that one down in there, plopped him right up in there. And I ran a piece of that, see all that vine hanging down there? I ran some of it up. I made a hanger with it. And here I'm just taking some lavender and I'm hot gluing it to every other stick. And then I did every stick, didn't I? Yep. And then see how I made the hanger. And then I put my little candle in there. And that's it, you guys. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. And you can like set it down, like I took that table that I made last week and flipped it upside down. And I set it on that. You could just set it down, or you can actually like still hang it on the wall. And I think this is absolutely adorable. I hope y'all like it too. Yes, I do. And I feel like I showed it an awful long time. I must have really liked it. Oh, there it is hanging up. But yeah, and I mean, it would look so much better like hung in a corner. You know what I mean? Or in a doorway. Excuse me, something like that. I'm so sorry. It's crafty in time, you guys. Okay, Miss Rhonda made this. Be still and know that I am. I love that. It's beautiful. It's simple, but it's just so pretty. And then, oh, she made this one, and I love that paper and stuff she used. I think that, and look at her lampshade. That's Rubble and Transfers. And Kathy Addington, these little bunny rabbits, they're the most, to say the least. I love them. And Tina Rush with all her beautiful Christmas ornaments with that same paper that was sent to me that I didn't get to use. But look at them. They're gorgeous. Great job, gals. You guys are just awesome. And then Linda, these are hat boxes. Look how pretty they are. I love them. I know. And then, oh, Miss Rebecca Wolf, I thought that I was going to have to make her a video. Look at all this stuff. And look at that toilet paper holder and that towel holder. And then her little vampire. No, that was so funny. It's so cute. But all this beautiful stuff. Y'all did great. Thank y'all for sending that in. Okay, right here. I'm going to take Tumbling Tower Blocks from Miss Lou Ann. And I always say her last name wrong, so that's why I never say it. And one of these rounds from the Walmart, they're like $1, you guys. And I'm going to take hot glue. And I'm going to put it all the way around that round. And then I'm going to start taking those Tumbling Tower Blocks and gluing them to that round all the way around. I know, right? Here I go saying stick and around, and oh my goodness. So, I'm sorry. Then I put some wood glue on top of it. I think I said hot glue too. And I just start like offsetting it. See, like straddling the other one. So it'll be stronger that way. And what I did was I went around it 5 times with those plain wood color ones, and then I did 2 rows of those brown ones because I was going to run out if I didn't, and I didn't know what I was doing with it from here, and if I just like put polyacrylic on it, I could just, and then I did 5 more rounds of plain, so 5 rounds of plain, 2 rounds of brown, which 12 rounds altogether. Okay, anyway, and that's what I wanted to show you. Okay. And so, now that we're done with that, originally, you guys, this is what I did. Like 2 years ago, I made a little, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Make sure everything's lined up. But I do flip it over and clean that wood glue at the bottom of it. But 2 years ago, I made a little tiny basket. And I was actually making an egg, and it come out more looking like a teardrop or a raindrop. And May made fun of my egg. But I was like, oh, no, now I don't have enough blocks. So I made this basket, and it's bigger than the other one. But I made a handle. I'm just cleaning up all that glue. I made this handle like I did that one 2 years ago. These are 22 millimeter wood beads, and I got that wire. It's that soft, real bendy wire. I don't know what it's called. It was given to me by Miss Susie Morton, a friend of mine. And I used 11 of them, 11 beads. And I took that pokey tool, and I poked holes in my blocks, one across from the other, which I had it crooked and had to repoke a hole. And I took eye hooks and I screwed it down in there. And, I mean, because that's great to make a handle. And then all you got to do is just, like, run your wire in it and twist your wire around. And that's what I did. Well, not with that first one there. I just bent it back and I shoved it up in the bead. And then on the other side is where I ran the wire through it, of course, and twisted it around it. Because it's just too hard to bend back into the beads. But the whole problem with that was I couldn't get it to stand up. So I ended up remedying. You know what I'm trying to say here. I hate opening a new paint as much as I do. Because no matter what I do, needle nose pliers and everything, I cannot get this off. And I end up cutting it off every time. And then that plastic ends up stuck there. I get paint all over my hands. I mean, I'm so glad they're sealed so they don't spill everywhere. But oh my gosh, this is like... Anyway, this is called cashmere folk art. And I was out of cashew. And I had not been out. So I went on to Amazon and was looking. I know they don't have cashew, but see if one just needs some paint, period. I needed some black, I think. Anyway, and I found the Folk Art Rich Black on sale for $5.99 a bottle. And this cashmere was on sale for $5.99. I was like, huh, let me try that out. Let me see what that's like. And it's like a pinkish, fleshy, I don't know, fleshy color. I don't know. It's pretty. So we'll just see what happens here. Let's see what happens here to our Easter basket. I don't want it to look like skin, but I mean, this is really pretty. It's pink. It's like a blush. No. Yeah. You guys, that color, it's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I paint my entire Easter basket in that cashmere. And then I took a Q-tip and got down inside the holes because that was going to drive me nuts, it being off-colored. And then I take ivory and I do a dry brush over the beads and I paint the middle. Ugh. I think I end up doing the middle 4. So right here, I'm so sorry. I'm taking 16 millimeter half beads and I'm just setting them over top of where those cracks are on top. I'm telling you what, my dogs start acting a fool every time I start doing a voiceover. Well, they do most of the time, but it's worse when I'm doing a voiceover. And then, I do the same thing there, but I think I used 18 millimeter. Okay, so I took that handle off and the beads off and took those eye hooks out, and I just took that Cricut tool and I poked that hole deeper, and I'm taking and dipping my wire down in Fix-All, and because what I'm going to do is just stick my wire down in that hole, and then I squeeze a bunch of Fix-All down in there, and then later after it starts setting up some, when it's tacky, I put hot glue around it. But I just slide my beads on, and then I lost footage here, and I go to the other side, and I do the exact same thing. But I had to cut off my wire some and make it shorter. But I just Fix-All and down in the hole, and I let it dry overnight, you guys. And now you can pick it up by the handle. You can pack it around, and it stands straight up. And I can still squash it down in the middle and get it to set down inside of the basket. That's the reason I like for it to be on the eye hooks, because it's not permanently stuck up. But anyway, This is part of a, you know, those canvases from the wood canvas. Anyway, that's a DIY. I didn't make this video because I ran out of time, but I just ripped it down to get the size I need. And I love this paper, this little bunny rabbit. This came from Temu. And I just lay that canvas over top of my little picture, and I go around the image with my water pen, and I push the water down in it because that paper is really thick. And normally I'd remove the back, but I'm just using a glue stick and putting it on that canvas, so I'm not that worried about fussing with it. It should go pretty easy. Well, it does actually. It ends up looking really good with no wrinkles. But anyway, it was still too big, so I just keep going over it until I get it the size I need. You guys, I have to rip it again. You won't believe what happened. So, I get it down to the size I need, and I take my Aleene's tacky glue. Oh, my goodness. I didn't mean to leave all that in. Oh, this. Okay, I got these from Dollar Tree. I was very excited about these. And I take, you know those acrylic boards they had there now? Well, that's the one that I messed up at Christmas time. And I was just going to cut it down and make me a stamp block with it, you know. And I start pulling off those letters, which they're horrible hard to get off. And you can't tear them apart. I mean, you have to cut them. There's something else. But I was like, wait a minute, that L looks an awful lot like the number 1. So I stamped it, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a number 1. So then I'm like, B1E. Nope, that's not going to work for me because I need an L. So, y'all, if you buy them, your L is probably the number 1. So, good luck. And it literally looks like it. I mean, you can't get around it. You know what I mean? So, I was like, well, and I wanted that font. So, I was like, I'll use these. Well, so, I decided I'm going to stamp out Easter blessings. And I wasn't good. I was shaking. You guys, I've been fighting this fever for 3 weeks. And I'm just like, oh, I'm miserable. And I started feeling better last week, and I'm right back at it again. You know, I don't have an immune system, and I just can't fight it off. And so that's where I take my Aleene's glue stick, and I glue my image onto my canvas. And I had to tear that paper down because I put my E on, and then I put my A an inch lower. And this time I'm like, I'm just willy-nilly, and I don't care. And then I thought, man, I should have just tore it in half. That would look cool to add part of the E and part of the A, but then the A was still too low. But Easter blessings. And then I take my vintage photo, Tim Holtz Distressing Ink, and I just distress my whole image there. And then I take the Walnut by Tim Holtz, and I start distressing my basket. Y'all don't like it, don't do it. It's just something I like. Paint it any color you want, do anything. I thought this would be a cute idea to do with grandkids or your kids to make Easter baskets with them, and they can make their own, you know what I mean, and paint them whatever color they want or anything like that. The Easter Bunny just fills them up. He don't always bring the baskets. He does give you the option to use your own baskets, so that's why, yeah. Anyway, I took my little crocodile there, and I punched holes in each side of it. 2 of them, one on top, one on bottom. And I ran some jute through it. And I'm just going to wrap it around my basket in case I wanted to change the picture at a later date. And I tied it up. And then I filled it with some Walmart bags and some Spanish moss on top of that. And then I take these little pink and peach flowers from the Dollar Tree. I got these last year. I think they're very pretty. I picked out every color when they had them out. And I'm just going to put the pink and the peach, like pink and peach and pink and peach, on the outside edge. First, I started 3, 6, 9, 12 because I only cut down one bunch at a time, of course. And then I start adding them. There we go. See? There they are. I don't know. They're more like a cream, whitey, peach color. I don't know what they are. And then I got this cross from Michael's, y'all. They have them all the time, and they're like 99 cents or $1, one of the two. And I'm going to take my ivory there, and I'm just going to, like, dry brush it. Now, and then I got these rubber transfers. They're from the Dollar Tree, but I think Brenda sent these to me. I'm pretty sure. But you see that little teeny, teeny, tiny flower around it? Like, you probably can't. I'm going to cut that out. And then it has like a line of flowers. You see what I mean? Well, the line of flowers, I decided to put down the center of my cross. And then the little teeny tiny ones that I cut out, I did an outline, but I lost that footage. But I might have went too far, and I went across there and down the center with that straight line. But if I went too far, if it's too busy, please let me know so I can change it. Because, see, then I cut out more flowers and I add them to the center there. But can you see the little tiny ones I outlined it with? Yeah. I'm like, I need to use these. I've not seen anybody use them before. Have you guys? So I was like, I better use them. I don't know if they have. I can't remember. But anyway, I put 4 little flowers in the middle, and that might have sent it over the top. So y'all just let me know. Yeah, please. And I just rubbed my flowers on. And then I put some of those straight ones, because I'd already cut them out, on an Easter egg. And then I take these purple. I think these are hydrangeas. I know for sure Brenda sent me these ones, those right there. And I just rub it on the egg, and then I rub some of those pink flowers on another egg. But I take those leaves from those flowers I put in there, and the ones I had left over, I tore them off and stuck my skewer in it, and I hot glued it, and just put them around my little eggs. Yeah, so cute. Abby, would you stop? See, she's loud. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. I just don't even pay attention to it because I'm so used to it. But I took a flat bamboo stick and I glued it to the back of my cross there. And I had to shorten it down, so I just cut it down. Thank you. No, Jessie, don't you start. Oh, my goodness, you guys. These dogs. And I just want to sleep. But I put some of those pretty purple flowers around the bottom of the cross for royalty. And, you guys, I don't think this looks half bad for some Jenga blocks. You guys tell me what you think. I think it's pretty. I do. What do you guys think? Do you hate it? Is it too much? Is it too busy? I know it's got a lot going on. I don't usually do all this flowery stuff, but, you know, I got it and I want to use it. So, anyway, I think it's pretty. Okay, that thing came from Dollar General. I got it after fall last year. It was originally $5, and I got it for like $1.50. And I was going to try to preserve that centerpiece there and just push it out. Well, that did not work. It had 1,000 or 1,000,000 of those little tiny brads in it, those little nails, you know. And I'm like, oh, no. So I broke it. So I held on to that Hello Fall piece. I can use it this year if Jesus don't come back. Anyway. And so as I was getting that out of there, I tore that edging that it has there. I'm like, well, that's nice. So I end up having to remove that too. And then I take these giant craft sticks from Walmart, and I was marking them and cutting them off, and I'm like, oh, why am I doing all this? So, and I use Aleene's tacky glue and hot glue to glue them down. And then, so I was just like, yeah, this is getting old. So I just started gluing them down like that. And I had planned on making a double-sided sign, because to me, when I saw that, it just reminded me of a tomb, you know what I mean? So I thought, well, we can do something like that. But I ran out of time, you guys. So maybe I can flip it over in another day. But there was a scripture that I wanted, and I went to my Cricut, and on my computer, I'd already had it typed up in Design Space. And then I was like, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I cut down those extra sticks, and then I take these from Miss Shirley Gutierrez, and I place them like across the bottom, and then like in between each stick, and then I just take my square there and make sure they're level across, and then I lay the top ones to match the bottom ones and make sure they're level all the way across the bottom that way with that square. And I painted it white, yeah. And then I decided to paint my entire frame in truffle chalk paint by Waverly. Oh, excuse me, you guys. And even the inside part, like, yeah. And then I taped across it with masking tape in the back again, because I was going to use that side. And I did not want Mod Podge to leak through to that side and ruin it. So anyway, when I was going to look for a pretty napkin to put flowers and stuff on it, and I found this napkin from Miss Shirley Gutierrez, and it was the exact same scripture that I was typing up. I was like, oh my goodness, isn't that something? But anyway, it was just meant to be. I'm going to take a piece of tape and separate the plies, and then I'm just going to go around that wording and like rip my napkin so it's not like a stark cut, like, you know, it'll blend in a bit better. And I went ahead and put Mod Podge on it. I don't know what I'm doing. And I let that dry. And then I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper and lay it over my image and take my iron. It reactivates that Mod Podge and it melts that napkin to that, to my sign. And then I just took the flowers that was on that same napkin and I did the same thing. And then I took gold leaf rubbing buff and I thought I was just going to hit those beads. And I was like, no, it looks like a marquee sign. So I ended up like dry brushing like heavily that gold leaf all over the entire sign. And then look, you could use this sign to do the same thing. And I was like, man, if that would have fit, I would have used that instead of these craft sticks because things would have went much smoother. But yeah, you can make it with that. But Miss Trina Thorne sent me this Rebel and Transfers, and I fussy cut that dove, and I thought that was fitting. And I decided to put it on there. And these are more like vinyl stickers. So I rubbed it down there, and you don't have to do a lot of rubbing. And you peel off that casing, and that thing's good to go. And then I gave it a coat of Mod Podge. And you guys, this looks like something to me that would come from Hobby Lobby. As soon as I saw it done, I was like, huh. But it does. But, yes, look at it. And I think it's very pretty. I do. I love it. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. I know. Any man that believes in him, even though he dies, shall live. So that means if you believe in Jesus and you die, you're really going to live. You live forever. Your soul lives forever, and you'll live forever in glory with him. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to take 2 of those wood slices. I can find some stuff to do with these over wood slices. Anyway, I sand them down really well with 400 grit sandpaper. It's very fine, which makes that wood very smooth. And I'm going to hot glue them together and flip it over, then hot glue down in that crack. And then that's a piece of wood from those little slats that come in a 6-pack, you know what I mean? That I cut off something else. I save all that stuff. And I'm going to take wood glue and hot glue, and I'm going to glue it on there to glue my ovals together. These are from Miss Wanda Cruz Anderson. She got married. She all grew up on me and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to like heavily dry brush. I wet it because it just goes on that wood better because that wood is so porous. And then this happens, yeah. But and I painted it on with that and then dry brushed the sides. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know if I told you if that was ivory or not. Anyway, goodness. Sorry, I screamed in your ear. But, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so confused. And I take that cashmere and, I do the inside of my little bunny's ears. I think that's Wanda Cruz. I don't know. Anyway, those are from Wanda. I think I said that. Whoo-wee. Okay, this is some grapevine wreath form, and I ordered this from Amazon, and it sent me 2 big rolls, and you can cut off how big a piece you want and make whatever size wreath you want. And I was like, well, that's handy. So I cut this piece off, and I tied the 2 ends together with some jute. And then, I set my little bunny ears down in between. There's like 2 sections. Like there's 4 times I went around. And you got 2 loops on one side, 2 on the other. I put them in the middle. And I hot glued them down really well. But then I just take my staple and I started throwing a bunch of staples in it because I don't want it to come apart, you know. And I actually flip it over and staple it more. And then I take some floral wire and I wrap it around the bottom here to make sure it stays together. And then I do it on the left and right side also, just like up in the middle. Just nothing fancy. Just wrap some floral wire around it and twist it all up real good. And cut off the excess. And then I take some, what is that? Jute. Wire jute. And make me a hanger. And, yep, I'm just going to staple it on there. And then I'm going to just do a double loop Kathyjodiys bow, but with two tops of ribbon together. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, down and up, around and in. I'm going to make up a little rhyme, a song to help y'all remember how to make that bow. Mm-hmm. And you guys, please, if you ever recreate anything of mine, email it to me. I was told that by two people that they didn't want to send theirs in because it didn't look like mine. Well, I'm glad it didn't. I want it to look like yours, you know? You don't want everything to be exactly like alike. Anyway, I glued my bow on, and I cut down those little flowers from the Dollar Tree. They're blue and pink, and they match my ribbon. And I'm just going to put two pink on one side and two blue, and then do the same thing on the other side. And here it is, and I think it's cute, and it was simple, and seriously, it was so easy to do, you guys. Yes, it was. It didn't take no time at all. And tell me, I don't know, I made a lot of bunnies this year, but right here, I'm going to take, shoot, I think 7 1-gallon paints, and this happens again. She hates it when I'm down here. 7 1-gallon paint stir sticks, and I like step them down like a half an inch each one. Like I got the middle one is tallest, but I'm just gonna mark 2 sticks there to measure it out and cut them off to length. And then I'm gonna take wood glue and hot glue and glue them together. But yeah, it's like a half an inch step down. You know what I mean? On each side, it matches because this is gonna be my little gate door. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gluing my sticks down there. Have you guys tried that wood tint, anybody? I tell you what, I love it. It's a lot like home decor, especially walnut, just like the home decor wood tint. But it's like, I don't know, $5 cheaper, and you get more in it, I think. But anyway, it's good. It's very pretty. I like dark stain, but I just end up covering it up. And I'm going to take these stickers from the Dollar Tree, and you're going to need 2 packs of them to do this, if you do it like this, but you can do it different. Those hinges I'm going to use, but that one right there, I took out of one pack, and then the 2 from the other pack are still there. I'm going to use them. But that one, I cut that tip off of it, and I'm going to use it as my door pull to open the doorknob. And I put it on a skewer and cut the skewer down to size. And then I was like, that still isn't, like, it doesn't set up as high as I wanted. So, I took another piece out of that pack, and I glue it to the top of where I cut that piece off. You know what I mean? I cut a piece off because it looked like a hinge. And I glued another tiny hinge on top of it and made it look more like I know. Anyway, and then I hot glued my hinges on. I know, I'm so confusing, you guys. And I end up hot gluing 3 skewer sticks, pieces of skewer stick, on top of my hinge there. Yeah. I know, right? Just for some height. And then, I don't know what I'm just gluing that stick, stick on there. And then, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, you guys. It's going to put me to sleep. And then I'm gluing the last stick on there. Then I'm going to hot glue it to my gate, my door. I know, sorry. I was hoping it looks like a drawer pull. Y'all let me know if it does or doesn't. I don't know. Well, hopefully it won't be long, you guys. We'll be able to do our giveaway. I got so much stuff in that bag. It weighs like 50 pounds. Anyway, I originally put silver rubbing buff on it. And then I changed my mind. I ended up heavily painting the entire thing white. I mean heavy. And then everything. Even my door pulls and my hinges. And, oh wow. You guys, I'm so sorry. I have to laugh at myself. I leave the dumbest stuff in there and take out the important stuff. Or just don't record the important stuff at all. Anyway, I got that wire jute, and I'm going to wrap it around 4 times because I'm going to make a little wreath. And I wrap it around itself. And then I grabbed that raffia and wrapped it around it, which is not necessary. The only reason I did was because it was laying there, and I used a dowel rod to make my door pull, so I just wanted to get rid of it. So I wrapped it around my wreath. Anyway, I'm going to take a bunch of... Look, that's lavender to me. That comes from Dollar Tree. It's called hanging greenery at my store. It looks like the lavender you used to get from Walmart. But now the lavender at all my Walmarts is cheap looking, and that stuff there is better from the Dollar Tree. But anyway, now that I said that, and aren't you guys glad to know, I am going to glue it like some to the outside, right on the outside. And then I'm going to hot glue some to the very top of it. And then, like all the way around, and then I start gluing it to the inside. And I'm going to take a command strip, and I'm going to hot glue it to the top of my gate there. And then I'm going to sand everything down real good. Yep, just make it look older. And I'm going to hang my wreath on it. And then I set one of them little teeny tiny grass bunnies in the center of my wreath. Isn't that adorable? But I'm going to take some jute, and I'm going to run it in the hose there. And I originally had it standing up. But I was like, I don't know. But still, you can put... And I might still make it stand up because I just don't know yet. But I double knot it there in the back. And then I make a knot there in the top. I make a hanger. And I put my wreath back on it. And, well, I have to cut off the excess jute. And there it is. Isn't that so cute? Look at it. Aww. Oh, ain't it pretty? That came out really good. You can't get that rub and buff off, man. That stuff means business. And look, it's expensive. I'm not going to lie. And I wouldn't buy something that expensive normally. But I found 4 of them on sale on Amazon for $20 last year sometime. And I was like, yes, please, I'll take it. And $20 is still a lot, I know. But that stuff lasts forever. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, here's everything, you guys. Oh, my goodness, that seemed fast. Y'all was like, yeah, you wasn't watching it. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope y'all have a good week, and I hope I didn't disappoint because I know my little egg and bunny rabbit last year was pretty cute. Last week was pretty cute. Anyway, I had a bunch more for you. I just couldn't get them done, you guys. But, anyway, I pray y'all be safe. And like I said, you have a blessed week, a safe week. And if y'all need prayers, you know you can email me. And email me your pretty pictures, Kathyjodiys at Gmail. And if you duplicate anything, please send it to me too. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Or next week, hopefully next Monday. Just be on the lookout, all right? Okay, bye.